I mean, just look at all this grass. This place is infested with it. Oh my God, that was fun. Got him. 2 casts later. Got him. That was cool. Oh my gosh. Got him. That was sick. That was sick. That bass was just waiting on it. Oh gosh. Infested with bass. Good grief, this is fun. Well, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Uncut Bass Fishing Channel. My name is Tyler. I'm the host of this channel, and my goal is to help you guys become better bass anglers while giving you a really fun video to watch. I call this a true fishing podcast because I'm fishing as y'all are watching, and of course, I'm teaching you guys everything I learn along the way. Now, today's episode, I mean, it's a place that I'm really excited about because it is infested with aquatic vegetation, which means that from the bank, fishing here can be pretty tough. But I've got the kayak today, the Bonafide RVR, so we're gonna get it out there, bare bone style, no trolling motor, just paddle, and fish in the grass. Because you know what they say, where there's grass, there's bass. Now, with every episode on the channel, it's brought to you by my merch brand called Infinite Outdoors. This here is the classic stitched hat. We've got leather patch hats, and as of the next few days, some awesome new items dropping, some awesome new hats you're gonna wanna check out. Now, the name Infinite, NFNT, has 2 main meanings. First of which being, there are infinite possibilities of making memories, having fun in the outdoors. On this channel, it's all about catching bass uncut. But my second meaning is that as a man of faith, my trust is in a God who loves us so infinitely that he would send his son Christ to die on the cross for our sins so that we can have a relationship with him. I call that an infinite love. So if you're all about that, or you just want to check out the merch, I will leave it linked down in the video description. Enough talking. Let's get this kayak on the water on probably the hottest day I've fished this year. Hopefully the cameras don't overheat too bad, and we'll catch some fish. Ooh, there was one. One just ate right there. You want to eat my frog? Oh, he did. He did want to eat it, but he was small. Let's see if I can get back in there. Perfect cast. Eat it again. Reverse, reverse. Got it. Yes, sir. Oh, darn it. He had me in the pad, and he got off. All right, well. Topwater frog is going to be a player today. Let's go over the lures I have tied on. And I tied normally when I come to a lake, I don't quite know what the situation's going to be, and maybe I've been here before, so I have a kind of a clue. But I'm going to go topwater frog today. I have the pop-in pad perch because I figured I'd be fishing around a lot of like open pockets. Not sure about that. Looks like a lot of pads and milfoil and just topped out stuff. So I may switch to a regular pad perch. As far as the rod on my other side here, I've got soft plastic swim bait on a VMC swim bait hook. I believe it's a 3/16 ounce weight. What's on there? Dun, 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 dun. I can't read it. It says 1/8 ounce? 1/8 ounce. 1/8 ounce weight, 4.8 inch Strike King Rage Swimmer. Just a great way to catch fish out in kind of open water pockets, of course. Got the Koik, got the Hags Prickly Pear. Trying it out on a new hook. We'll test that out here in a second. In case I get to just cover in a bunch of water, I have the Rage Buzz Minnow, my favorite moving water rod, and then I have my Skunk Buster, which is the Strike King Caffeine Shad on that VMC fluke hook. Now, speaking of this new rigging here, I got the Renault Tackle hook. Supposedly it's the deal for these Koiks. Allows it to fall perfectly every time, and it's got a bigger hook than a treble would. Let's see. It's not falling all that straight. Well, okay, it kind of does self-correct. Let's plop it in the water and see what happens. Plop. All right, well, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't self-correct as much as I think they claim it does. Either way, I'm gonna be casting this thing around some open water, but I think frog's the way to go for now. So, let's get back to the pad perch. We will frog this whole lake and then probably punch this whole lake with the old heavy tungsten punch rig, just because of how much milfoil is out here in the middle. Now, there are bluegill beds. You'll see from the drone shot here. Some bluegill are still spawning in this area, which makes sense. It's North Texas in June. I'm filming this June 1st. I'm guessing most bluegills are almost done spawning though. Oh my gosh. That was fun. That was fun. That was unbelievably fun. Get in here. Oh, you choked it. You choked it. Get in here. Come on. Oh my gosh. That's fun. That is fun, fun, fun. And we're gonna have a lot of fun in this grass, I think. I'm realizing now, looking around, like, let me stand up here and show you guys. Chest mount view. Zoom in there. It is not that deep. It's like 3 feet out here. So all this grass here is just topped out over like 3 foot. Oh boy. Oh, we're about to have a lot of fun. This may be awesome. Look at that. Strike King popping pad perch down the face hole. That's fun. Let me go ahead and get this guy on my Fishing Chaos board. It is June, so that means it's a new Fishing Chaos month. Just realized I have not put my new identifier in the catch board though, so sorry buddy. Breathe air for just a second, okay? Don't need my May identifier. Ah! Always bleeding, darn it. All right, you know what? We'll catch many more like this. I can let you go. See you, buddy. He was bleeding all over my kayak. And look at that topwater frog. It's got blood on it. Man, I got that guy stinking down the hatch. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it cleaned off. But the great thing about being out here in the kayak is I can just sit out here in this grass and make cast there, cast there, cast there. And I think there's possibility of catching a dang giant today. That's what I'm thinking, folks. Can't promise it, but I'm thinking it. And one thing I can promise is that it's hot. It's like 95 and it's 8:30 in the morning when I got out here. I wanted to get out here at sunrise and I thought, you know what? I'm actually gonna not do that for one reason, and that is to get the fish set up where I want them to. At sunrise, they could be all around the edge in super shallow water, maybe spooky. When the sun is up, those fish have no choice but to want to get underneath all the stuff. So I've kind of eliminated a lot of the shallow water just by being out here. And hold up, I see a bass. He's looking at me. Okay. He didn't want it. He didn't want it. But yeah, there was a point to coming out here. The time that I did. Even though I know I'm probably gonna sweat a little bit more during this time of the day. And we may deal with cameras overheating a little more, but it's all gonna be worth it for bites like that, baby. Unbelievable. Let's have a ball, huh? And I've got batteries in my pocket that I don't need to have in here. These batteries can go in the front hatch up here. Let's go ahead and do that. But I mean, I've got to be honest, I don't know how long I can be out here for. Like, it's that hot. It is that hot out here. Got him. 2 casts later. On the frog. Oh my goodness. In an open hole. Just drag me through the grass, why don't ya? Come on now. Come on now. Oh my goodness. That's fun. That's fun. Bunch of foil in his face. Where's a coontail? I don't know. I gotta look at my species identification. But look at that. Chest mount view. Look at that frog hook right there. Goodness. Got him. See you, buddy. I released him with some grass in his mouth to remember me by. That was fun. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. I wouldn't be surprised if I catch one right here. Right here, next cast. Just fan casting around these wide open holes. This is so much better from a kayak. Unreal. Like I said, I've fished this lake from the bank. Actually, let's throw back to my biggest bass ever at this specific pond on this property from the bank. Gosh, I was wrong. Oh, that's the best kind of noise ever. Oh my gosh. Literally had to make the longest cast I could into open water. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, baby. Holy cow. That's a 6-pounder. One of the fish in here. Holy cow. A dang near 7-pound bass was living here. I mean, like the thickest possible, highest overachieving genetic level fish. And I'm just letting the wind drift me as not even like making purposeful casts. I'm not trying to get like in a certain hole or on an edge. It's just kind of intermittent, sparse grass out here. And all I got to do is make a fan and fan this way, fan that way, work it back to me relatively slow. I'm going to intersect with, you know, 3 holes and 4 clumps of grass on every cast. And maybe by a few fish in, I'll realize that they're sitting in the holes, or that every time it comes to an edge, I get a bite. There'll be a pattern of some kind that I notice. But this lake is so shallow. We're out here in the middle. It's 4 feet deep now, that there's no such thing as like too far in the middle right now. I expect to kind of catch fish all throughout the whole thing here. There is a metal structure here. I don't think I'm gonna catch one in it, but I gotta flip in there just in case. Nope. Nope. Come on, fish. Just fast and furious there for a second. Looks like an old duck blind. Looks like a duck blind. Duck, duck, goose. Nothing here. All right, well, it may fish more like a regular lake. I was kind of thinking it was going to be like an every cast type deal. Maybe certain areas are going to be like that. Or maybe it is a middle thing. Maybe there isn't a whole lot of fish in the middle. Just wouldn't think that'd be the case. You'd think there'd be bait fish all around. Like, yeah, there's a tiny bass. So, just gotta intersect with them. Got him. That was cool. He came out of the water for it. He came out of the water for it. You are small, my friend, but you are fun. Get in here. Get in here. Hey-o. Love it. Thank you, my friend. You are small but mighty, and I'm grateful. It looks like we have some water on this land. Yeehaw. Clean you off. How about that? All right, so there was a bass right there. Let's make a cast again there. Kayak is now sitting on a totally covered section. But like, it's not as thick as it could be. Like, the canopy is right underneath. Usually when I'm talking about punching and canopies of grass, it's like, you know, you got to get through 4 inches of grass until you get down below it. This is just 1 or 2 layers of grass. So I could punch this with like a 1/2 ounce tungsten weight. I don't even need a big one. Now, as always, the exact tackle I use is linked in the video description. So if you're looking for a new frog rod, frog reel, a braid I'm throwing, heck, any of the combos that I throw today, it will be linked down there in the video description. Those are affiliate links. So if you shop for tackle on Tackle Warehouse, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider using my links. Basically, you just click down there, buy whatever you want. Doesn't have to be the product that I have linked. And then I make a cut of your entire cart. So heck, put a dang trolling motor in there for all I care. A Lowrance graph, Garmin Live Scope. The more the merrier. And yeah, that helps this continue to be the full-time job providing for my family, just by doing that. So that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. My frog rod recently has been KVD Elite 7.2 medium heavy extra fast. It is KVD's frog rod. And it's good for kayak and boat and bank. It's a little long for the kayak. I probably prefer a 7-foot medium, sorry, 7-foot heavy. But I had this tied on, so from Lake Gunnersville, so I thought that I'd bring it with me. And then 50-pound Seaguar Tactics, or is this a, oh, it's a prototype from Seaguar, but it's 50-pound. Tactics is my favorite braid they currently have out. And striking pop and pad perch, and then the Pro SP, which is a shallow skipping reel. But I'm telling you, you can make just as long of a cast as you need to with this reel than you need than you could on a big reel, you know, a standard spool. Like it holds 65 yards of 50-pound braid. So I'm gonna bomb it out there. That's a long frog cast, and I've still got 15 yards of braid left. So you do not need a super big spool to throw a frog. At least normal, I had a bite there. Normal length casts. I had a small bite. I didn't set the hook because I could tell the fish was very tiny. Oh, another tiny bite. I'm getting tiny bites. Oh, I really want to punch. I really, really want to throw a punch rig. Oh, and I've got bluegills following my kayak. There's like, oh, there's a bass following them too. Dang. There's a bunch of them. And the cool thing is we only floated like a quarter of this pond. We can still float that side, float 2 more floats that way, but that's probably what I'm gonna do. So sorry for the Sony angle probably being really tough lighting today. But hey, whoever's editing this, at least it's consistent lighting. It'll be real bright the whole time. Oh man. Cameras have not overheated yet. My Chesty's probably gonna be fine. That's the one I'm worried about. That's the camera I'm worried about. The private water fishing property I'm at, it's called Shady Grove in Pattonville, Texas. Part of the private water fishing network. And this property, you saw from the drone shot, although I may have to zoom out all the way, but it was an old catfish farm. And so all these ponds, that's why they're square. And then I don't know if the catfish all died or if they closed down the farm, what the deal was. But they turned it into a bass paradise. And there's some work they could do to control the other ponds, but at least 3 out of the 6 are pretty dang fun, especially in the winter. They're really fishable once the grass dies off. But I'm learning if you want to put a kayak into these ponds, possibilities open up tremendously. You can fish the whole dang thing. All right, come on now. Bite is slower than I expected it to be. It's also possible that I'm just not throwing the right thing. Maybe a buzz frog day, maybe a punch 'em day. We don't have enough open water to throw the urchin. I really want to throw the urchin, but I don't think we have enough open. Unless I start catching them in the holes pretty hard, and then I can really target the holes with the urchin. Ooh, wind is blowing me, but I'm glad for it. Grateful. It's getting too hot. The wind makes it bearable out here. There we go, a little bit of Angle change. And I'm kind of working my frog at just a regular pace. Could go slower, could go faster. Ooh, hello. Scared of bluegill. I feel like a pop, 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 wait. Pop, pop, wait. Pop, 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 wait. Is a good enough speed. If it was colder outside earlier on in the springtime, I'd go much, much slower. These fish do seem pretty aggressive today though, so I don't think I'm gonna have to go ultra slow. There are definitely better zones. Like, it was way better where I started over there. Huh. Let's try where a bunch of pads intersect with grass. Maybe that's the ticket. Maybe they want to be around ultimate canopy. The pads providing a better canopy than just the grass. Oh, that wind feels so good. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Love it. I'm gonna catch one right here. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. 3, 2, 1. Spoosh. Ah. Oh, that seemed big. That seemed big. That seemed like a big one. Let me totally fix my hooks, get any water out of the frog. That seemed big. That one looked large. Come on, eat it again. Eat it again. Shoot. Shoot, dog it. Huh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was crazy. You seem so much bigger. You seemed so much larger when you bit. Wow. only a pound and a half. But you seemed large. Wonder if that was the same. That couldn't have been the same fish. The one that I saw had a much bigger body. But that is interesting. We get closer to the edge where the bluegills are spawning. And there's at least one bass there, maybe two, feeding around. That was fun. I literally thought, that's what I thought the last hole I'm gonna let this thing sit in before I give up on this cast. And I get it there and it's boosh. Eats it, runs at me through the pads. That is why, and I've made videos on the main channel about this, if you're gonna throw a topwater frog, you gotta have braid. I guess throw it on mono or, fluoro if you're like open water, but in that case, just throw a popper or a walking bait. You get a better hookup ratio with treble hooks. If you're throwing a frog where it's meant to be thrown, it's in this junk, So I just don't see a point of making it harder on yourself. The fish are going to put you in an uncomfortable position when throwing this lure category. They're going to bite in some weird places and run under the grass or around a stick. And not having heavy braid, 20 pound is not enough. It's enough to fight the fish, but not enough to get your lure around. Get the fish out of the stuff they're in without breaking. 20 pound is strong, but only in open water. It's not strong enough and doesn't have enough abrasion resistance. So that's why I'm throwing 50 pound braid. And honestly, in stuff like this, 50 pound might not even be enough. But I do think the fish are a little more spot oriented. So I'm gonna put the frog down, come back here and grab the buzz minnow and take it off. And I am gonna tie on a punch rig. So y'all are about to see how we do that here. Just go ahead, come on, move that rod. I'm gonna get my terminal box, my terminal tackle. Let's go ahead and get out the size we need, which I guess I've got a 3/4 ounce weight here. Yeah, that's enough. Maybe, like I said, maybe too much, but oh well. My bobber stoppers, I got 2. Won't need 2, but I got them. And then I need a, oh, the wind! Blowing me out of my spot. 3/0 KBD, 3/0 VMC. I had my 3 letters mixed up. VMC redline flip and hook. And that is all I need right there. Close this one down. Are we good? I thought my rod was disappearing. Put this box back in there. And I think I have all the things that I need for the rigging of in this bass, what you call it? Bait bag? No. What are we calling this? Whatever, Evolution Fishing, we call this something. I should know the name. Evolution, sponsor of the channel. Use code TRF2026 to save yourself 20% on your order. And here it is. We got a scound bug, a nice little finesse punch and craw. I use it for lots of things. Jig trailers, punching. Punching, especially when I know there's smaller fish around. Like when I'm just trying to get a bite. If I'm trying to catch big ones, I'm not throwing a scound bug. I'm throwing a dang, we good? Yeah, pad stem's hard. I'm throwing a full-size rage bug. Now we're going to cut off this buzz minnow. The firstborn from the dead is coming back again, riding in upon a cloud. Eyes will see and knees will bow. You know what? I should leave this bag out because inevitably a fish is going to tear up my craw. And I'm not going to want to unzip that again. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our line. I'll teach you how to rig a punch rig. Chest mount view. So we're going to take our bobber stopper. If it's extra thick grass and you got a slippery braid, go with 2 bobber stoppers. Oh no! Oh man. Well, all I've got is 1 left anyways. I thought my line was through the loop, but I guess it wasn't. Now it is. Okay. Bobber stopper through the line. And you put your weight on. I mean, this is really just how to rig a Texas rig. Except the bobber stopper is necessary. Texas rigs I throw without it about 3/4 of the time. And then I don't tie a snell knot. A lot of people do. I used to. Maybe I'll test it again. I just really think a Palomar is just a good knot, man. With braid or fluoro. I've got confidence in mono and a Palomar. Great. I snipped that relatively short. Then let's go ahead and rig my craw. I don't go super far into the plastic, maybe 1/4 inch. Push it back in there. Make sure we get it nice and weedless. I don't actually poke my punch rigs all the way through and then back texposing them. Oh, and look at that. Oh, I'm gonna catch one on this. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna catch one on it. I'm gonna catch one on it. And if you don't believe me, check the math. Check the math. Check my history. And I'll move the Quakey there and put the Texas rig there. Love it. All right. Bad news is we have found ourselves all the way on this end. So let me go ahead and paddle, stand up and fix my shorts because I'm getting a wedgie a little bit. And that's never good to get a wedgie. Wedgies, you heard it here first on Uncut Bass Fishing. Wedgies are bad. Don't like wedgies. I'm just gonna go ahead and fish the shallow side of this pond here. If I catch a fish or two going this way, I'll double back the other way. but I'm really gonna focus on the holes. Kind of fish relatively fast around them. It's so shallow, it's like 10 inches here. But don't discount that. Just filmed an episode of the 200 Ponds that either is already out on Tyler's Reel Fishing or will be out soon. And me and Dustin Connell, we caught some fish in shallow water. I'm talking shallow. 6 inches, 10 inches. 2, 4, 6, 8 inch in my bank account. Man, there is something fun about just having your boat, your craft pushed up in this stuff. Where every pop could be a big one. Every single cast. Until I figure out some kind of pattern, it truly is a mystery when that bite's gonna come. I mean, hey, I'm shocked this camera here hasn't overheated. Props to Sony A6700 for making a good camera. And I'm also not just restricted to this lake either. There's one just down from this that I've had some really fun days at. Honestly, I've caught more just like quality fish in that one. I've caught more 3 to 4 pounders in that one, but this one is the one I wanted to start in because I've caught one almost 7 here. I feel like that's the allure. I want to catch a giant. So I might fish here for an hour, hour and a half, and then drag the kayak over there because it's my bare bones RVR. I'm hearing bluegills pop the surface. They're eating bugs and stuff. It's a good sound. That's the sound you want to hear when you're fishing shallow grass. I really just want to get a bite so the fish can pull me forward. So I don't even gotta use the paddle. Oh, but as I was saying, we're at Shady Grove in Pattonville, Texas. Super cool property. I'll leave it linked below if you want to come fish exactly where I'm fishing and have the lake all to yourself for the day. That's what PWF is all about. And you can either use code TRF or reference my channel at checkout. And you'll save some money on your membership. They have over 100 lakes in Texas and Oklahoma that you can fish. It's a really, really cool club to be a part of. And to me, there's no shame in fishing some private water every once in a while, because you're guaranteeing yourself a calm, peaceful day, nobody to bother you. You can bring the kids out, they can catch fish. A lot of these properties are full of bluegill. A lot of them have docks, so you can just bring the kids, bring some bobbers, some bread balls, corn, catch the mess out of some bluegill. I mean, I highly, highly recommend checking out private water fishing. Like I said, I will leave that linked below, the property I'm at. And leave that in the vlog, the build vlog as well. Now this corner I'm about to get into is just full of pads. Like, it's got the most pads I've fished yet. So we're about to see if that's the ticket or if there ain't no bass in there. That could very easily be where they all are or none of them. Oh yes, wind. I will take it. I will take it all day. That should be a fish right there. Get it in a hole and just hard pop. Let it sit, let him come find it. Pop, 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 pop. It's one thing I think people do wrong on a frog when you're fishing holes of grass is that they fish it too fast through the hole, especially like when there's only one hole in a big area. I think you want to cast it in there and just pop it. Let fish from around the area hear that, come find it. Then maybe work your frog fast. It's almost like you want it to make noise for the fish to discover it. And then once they've discovered it, you want the frog to go, no, 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 and run away. I can't statistically say that works, but I've seen it work in my brain, in my little pea fish brain. In my little fish brain, I've seen it work. And we do have an overheating warning on this camera in the front. We'll see how long that lasts. Okay, we are now in the pads. In the lilies. The water lilies. Father, I would like a lily. Give me a lily, Father. Whoa, 2 more casts in this zone. The frog. Last cast right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start flipping around. Oh, gosh. Y'all could hear that one. That bluegill popped. His lip gloss was popping. Flip. Let it sink. Oh, this bite's gonna be so fun. I have not punched in a long, long time. Basically just letting your heavy Texas rig, called a punch rig, fall through the grass canopy, and then you shake it and hop it. And it gets bass who are living down there to come check it out. One of the best ways to catch bass around grass this time of year when it's just matted and thick. And yeah, 3/4 ounce is perfect. Because I don't have to lift it up and hit it to get through the grass as I do many times of the year. I can just find a hole and just drop it in. Perfect. This depth is awesome. It's like 3 foot deep here. Gosh. I love it. I love it, I love it. This pond is just infested with grass. That could be a line for the teaser. Now I normally like to flip a little farther away from the kayak. These fish may be a little weary, but maybe not. They might be pretty chill. Ah. I did snag a pad, which means that my hook is probably exposed. Yep. Gotta watch out for that. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up and give this camera up front a little rest. That camera needs a break. It's hot. Hot, hot, hot. And I need a break. Where'd the wind go? Goodness. I'm gonna catch one doing this, just how long? Here we go. Oh my goodness. There was one. There was one. First 3 flips I made or so in the actual grass, not the pads, did I yield a bite. Could have been a bluegill, very possible. Oh man, there we go. Man, it's really hard to keep your soft plastic snagless as you're punching. There's the wind. Yes, I like it. Like it a lot. Oh, I see a snake. I see a slithery, slimy snake over there. Nice. That's also a feature of the Uncut, is snakes. If I don't see a few snakes on an Uncut, what am I doing? Come on now. It is hard to paddle in lily pads. Goodness. Go. All right. We did it. Oh, and this little section looks nice to punch. A lot of good looking grass here. I think the thicker and bigger the canopy, the less that a fish can notice you're there. So therefore, the closer you can catch one to you. In my opinion, you want to go with the lightest weight you can get away with. So I might be able to get away with getting through with a 1/2 ounce today, but I don't have any. So 3/4 is good enough. And of course a 1 ounce would get through, but it would fall really fast. So I just don't think I want that. I go lightest I can get away with. It's my general punching rule of thumb. Man, I'm surprised. Come on now. I won't do this all day if it doesn't work, but it's a fun way to catch one when it does. But I mean, this is uncut, so y'all are seeing the whole process of discovering what the best lure on the day is. And if I never tried this, I'd be kicking myself wondering, is this the deal? Kicking myself for not catching her name. I threw my hat and thought, you fool, it could have been love. She probably didn't like me anyhow. But it turns out, buddy, she did like you anyhow. Because she went and got some of them turnip green. No, she went and, well, she did get turnip greens. She went back to Miss Bell got some of her sweet tea. And Mama gave her a big old glass and sent her right back here to me. Thank God for good directions and turnip greens. All right. I feel like if they're in a zone, I'm gonna know. Come on now. Come on now. Get through there. Ah! Oh, that's different. That's milfoil. So we've got coontail and milfoil. Heck yeah. Nice combination. Oh, looking down at this clear water, this perfect canopy. How did I not catch one in this zone? That's my question. We got bluegill in this area? Wow. There's no rhyme or reason to where I'm casting. Ooh, there we go. Now there is. Now there's a rhyme and a reason. Flip to whatever that was. Nothing. Goodness. Wow. Maybe this pond just don't got as many. I mean, just look at all this grass. Beautiful, beautiful. This place is infested with it. Maybe that's another line, and then I'll catch one and say infested with bass. Infested with bass too. That's crazy. This is crazy. How's it not a bass? Maybe, like I said, we got to go to the intersection of where bass and grass meet. I want to start this big camera again, but not if I'm not in a dead zone, you know. Dead zone. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Nothing there. Oh, it's so nice around here. Why is there not a bass? Crazy. I really thought that this would be the deal. So, let's go back to the frog, I guess. Just thought that was gonna be the ticket, brother. Guess I gotta cover a little more water. Also wonder if I should go faster and louder. I need to call these fish out of the grass to come find it. You know, forgetting about the whole stealth factor. It's been too long since I've caught a bass. Too long, folks. Obviously, that zone was not the zone. They got bites way quicker when I started. Ooh. Just saw a wake, but nothing ate. It rhymed. How about right here next to the boat? Nope. Absolutely targeting openings here. You know what, I'm gonna shut this camera again. Feel like a bite's coming. A bite's coming. Don't eat me. I'm just a lonely little frog in the wide open world. I just left the nest. Me and Mother Toad were just on a walk and I got lost. Can you help me find my mom? Sure, Froggy. Here, get in my mouth. I'll swim you there. Ha 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 ha. What a fool. Ah, that should be one. I'm covering a lot of depth zones there. Oh, a cloud? No way. There's clouds now. I just now realized. If you were to pause this and go back to the very beginning, you'll notice 0 clouds. So hey, that's an improvement. I'll take a cloud or two. I'm shocked I didn't get a bite on this cast. What are these fish doing? What are they doing? Crazy. Crazy cats and kittens, as what's her name would say. Cheryl Baskin. Killed her husband, whacked him. Carol Baskin, not Cheryl. There's a wake over there, and there's no wind on the water, so something was alive and present over here. I intend to find out what it was. I intend to find out. Pop 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 frog. I'm going crazy now. Getting hot and not catching fish. Makes a man crazy. Makes a man crazy. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? the bass just decided they wanted to stop eating, like, altogether. Like, nothing changed, but the sun angle got a little higher. I don't get it. There's one, big one, big one. Oh, man. Got off. Turns out he wasn't that big. He was like 2 pounds, but he was dogging me. He was woofing me. That was fun. I mean, not a loud bite. Kind of just came on the top and just kind of went, whew, slurped it up. Did not get a great hook set on him. That'll be my excuse there. Not a great hook set. We had a bite. We had a fish on. Yes. Hey, if you go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you're not yet, something like 90% of y'all who watch this channel are not subscribed, which is a crazy statistic. So, like, I understand that you don't got to subscribe to watch a video. I get that. But it's so much more cool if you do. It tells YouTube, not only have I enjoyed this guy's videos, but I would like them to show up more often on my recommended. So, if you're just checking it out and you're not sure if you want to come back, I get it. Don't subscribe. But if you've been watching and you look down at that red button, watch on your TV, get that smart remote, get that Vizio, get that Apple TV remote, go ahead and scan on down. Oh, the button is unclicked. It says subscribe. Let's go ahead and make that past tense, please. Subscribed. That'd be super chill if you do that. I'd be mega appreciative, cost you nothing. And every episode on this channel, we do a comment challenge, which is where you got to be paying attention to something I say in the video, a question I give, a prompt I give, and you have to respond with the answer. And I pick a random comment a month or two after the video is live, sometimes longer, depending on what my schedule looks like to get these things in the mail. And I send you one of the lures that I was catching them on. So comment challenge today will be sending a topwater frog, striking poppin' pad perch straight to your address. So you gotta stay tuned for the comment challenge. We'll do it on the next big fish. And big is a definition that I will choose. Don't quite know what I'm gonna call a big fish. Could be a 2.5 pounder. Basically, here, let's do it like this way. The next fish I feel good about putting on the board for my Fishing Chaos online tournament. Let's go with that. I'll tell you something, I'm catching no fish up here and not many out in the middle. They're like right on that divide between, I say deeper water. It's not like it gets that much deeper out there in the middle, but kind of around the edge of the pads where the foil and coontail starts. Got him. That was cool. That was cool. Get in here. Get in here. You're not big enough for the comment challenge. I'll take you. See if I can grab him in the mouth. Come on. Yes, sir. Nice. Not big enough. Not gonna count for the comment challenge, but fun. Came up and went swoosh, right back down. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm catching more fish now. They're not big. They all feel big when you set the hook and you've got a bunch of pads here you're fighting against. Blackbird over there. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All my life. Huh, maybe my frog's gotta be black to match the birds that are landing on all the tall pads. Food for thought, huh? How about that? Maybe. Maybe not. But the bird pattern does exist. It existed so much. Someone put a dang, made a bird topwater. I think Savage Gear made it, or somebody else. It was called a Flippin' the Bird topwater. And it was a hollow belly frog that was shape of a bird. And it had little like wings, like flappy skirt material made into wings. That was fun. Let's go ahead and pitch my punch rig in there. Looks like a nice double canopy of pads and grass. Oh my gosh. Whoa, I had one. I had one as I pulled the craw up to the surface and shook it there. Honestly, I was trying to get it out from the pads to make my next presentation. And one went. Go ahead and stand up. See if I can get him this time. Oh my gosh. Got him. That was sick. That was sick. That bass was just waiting on it. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Punch rig, roof of the mouth. Not a big one. Fun. All right, as I thought, there should be one there. It's a nice big clump of grass underneath a zone of pads. So grass was combining together. Double good canopy. Makes sense that a bass would want to be there. And wow, we got cloud cover. Lighting has changed. I like it. I like the mix of clouds we got. And I like that I caught one on the punch rig. Proves that it's possible today. Proves that it's possible. Anything's possible, kids. Follow your dreams. Unless your dreams include paying no taxes. All right, let's go ahead and keep fishing this little zone here. Could be a few more in here. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. Goodness, there was one. Oh, that was fun. Gosh, was just hopping it and felt the thump. Oh my goodness. VMC Redline, look where it got him. Look where that punch hook got him. I love it. This hook being coated, PTFE coating allows, now that was a good hook set, but it allows bad hook sets to be okay. Kind of gives you some freedom of hook setting, because it's a real strong hook with a good coating that just slides that hook into their mouth. And I figured this little zone right here would be something to pay attention to. You've got endless fields of coontail and milfoil out there, and then a bunch of shallow water up there with almost nothing but a few pads and pad stems. And then here in the middle is the convergence, where the two grasses meet. So not only do you have a canopy of grass, but also a canopy of pads. And fish just love when you got stuff mixing together, and especially when it's this hot outside. Get yourself a little punch rig, bobber stopper, and red line, flipping hook, and go to town. That was one. Darn it. Okay, well, I should probably push myself up through this zone a little more. There's probably a few more fish to be caught up in here. This lake feels like Minnesota or Florida, man. Does not feel like Northeast Texas. I love it. Love it, I love it. This place is so fun. Oh my gosh. Oh, lifted up, donk. And he stole my whole shindig. That was fun. That was fun, huh? Except not, because I lost my craw. You should probably go a little slower than I'm going with the hook set. Like, I feel the donk and then lift up. Is he there? And then set the hook. I'm just getting so excited. I haven't had a punch bite in a long time. So I'm getting really, really pumped when I get a bite. And that's not how you should handle things. You should lift up, feel if they're there, and then keep the hook set going, you know? What I'm saying? Like there are times that the fish will drop it, and so being quick with it does help sometimes, but other times that, and they're gonna eat it, swim with it, so you might as well just give them a second, feel, and then instead of slackline hook setting like I am, basically just pull set. So you're already tight on them, and you just continue to pull up and ram it into their mouth. Oh, I love this cloud cover. And intermittent cloud cover like this won't cause these fish to like immediately leave the punchable areas. It's not like they'll all of a sudden start cruising within a matter of a minute. You can still catch them on a frog and punching, even if you got some clouds come in and out. Come on now. Sometimes the rigging is just not the best job. Come on now. One thing that 3/4 ounce I'm noticing does though is it lodges itself in a pad instead of going through. It just kind of like sits on the top like a missile that hits the ground and doesn't detonate. It's kind of what I'm liking that too. One ounce would go all the way through the pad. So I am having to make sure my flip doesn't land on a pad. All right, got one more flip there. Need to work my way out to that edge, I think. And I do see a really thick mat right there. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna catch one over there. All right, let's go. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all my life. Here we go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Make sure my rigging is good. We're good. Oh, what a beautiful area. Oh, it's like 4 feet deep here. Oh, it's gotta be a giant swimming around. Gotta be. Gotta be a giant swimming around. Gotta be a giant swimming around. That wants my craw in its face. When you look across the horizon at grass, you can tell what grass is higher off the water's surface. And there's a little patch right here, about the size of 4 pickup trucks. And it sitting higher off the water, which means that it's got a lot more dead grass there. A lot more matted up, pushing that grass higher off the water. It's weird. I get further off the hard edge of pads and I don't get a bite. So it does make me want to get further to the right where I was. But that could just be coincidental. I could be overthinking this. More than likely what I'm doing. All right, let's keep it moving. Like, what are we doing? Hey, if we ain't moving, we can come back to this zone on the left here that I want to fish. I want to get over here to this thicker stuff. Okay. Actually, now that I see it, this is not even thicker grass. This is just a different type of grass. This is that foil, I think, mixed with coontail. That's why it's sitting different on the surface. Either way, glad to test it out. It just had a different texture to it. That's all it was. Come on, fish. What are we doing? All right. Turn my body into the wind. Apologize for the wind noise if it's there. Just feels so much better to face the wind. This is shocking. I really thought I'd get immediate bites here, but I'm not. Huh. Weird. Uh-oh. That camera down there died, either from heat stroke or the battery actually died. So we'll replace that in a number of minutes. We don't need big mirrorless color graded footage to have a good time. This is shocking. Huh. All right. Don't like that. Don't like what's going on here. It is not very nice. I guess we'll just focus on the the edge zone over here, huh? Trying to wedge myself up in here pretty good before I stand up and start flipping. There we go. Yes, sir. I mean, I got off, but I chose the perfect spot. Like, it landed in a little tiny hole in between a bunch of pads. That's what I think the deal's gonna be. It's gonna be like stuff like that, not the mats of grass. Little holes just like that, where the thickest base of roots are. Several times now that I've intentionally flipped in zones like that and gotten a bite. Never a big one yet though. A bunch of rinker dinkers. And if you're thinking like, dang, Tyler, you're not like landing many of these fish. Well, it's kind of how punching is. Landing ratio is pretty bad overall. So oftentimes the fish will get you in compromised positions. You oftentimes will not be ready for a hook set. I was not ready for that last one. My rod was this way. Fish love to do that. There we go. Let's get a frog bite and pull us out of here. Crazy that the first bite I get, the biggest fish of the day so far. Thought that was going to be the norm. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. One sec, my braid is all kinds of messed up. Do I still have him? Yes. I hope my chesty captured that. That was insane. Fish came completely out of the water for it. Did a somersault. Like, how does a fish come up and slurp it and you swing and you miss? And then a fish does a somersault and then I set the hook, pull him 10 feet towards me, have to undo my line, and then he still is on there. How? Explain that. Explain that one. Explain that, liberals. That was fun. All right, well, I figured out a zone, and that is the inside pad edge. Bluegills are spawning on the bank. Bass are not too far off. Right there should be a bass. Inside open edge. Come on now. Tell you what though, if they want it, they are getting it. There's no second guessing with these fish. They are. Oh, I love that. Go slow-mo replay on the screen right now if my chest mount captured that. It had to have captured that. No way. Yeah. My question is, where are the big ones? 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 All right. Let's get our paddle on. I want to do this comment challenge, guys. I want to give away a frog. I have to catch one that is worthy of the board. Technically, they're all worthy of the board because they all add to my 5-fish limit, but I'm fishing a lot this month, and a 12-inch fish is not going to stay on my 5-fish limit for very long. I was hoping we'd have like 5 over 18 just today. It's not looking like that's going to be the case, but a boy could dream. A boy could dream. The buzz minnow would get bit today, especially in the places I'm catching these fish. Yeah, buzz minnow would get smoked. It would get smoked. There we go. Come on now. I should have flown the drone before I started fishing, so I'd know where the active bluegill beds are. I saw one from the bank, but I feel like there's got to be more than just that one. I just heard something. It just moved up there. Oh, baby, yes. Oh, I missed him. Oh, that looked bigger. I mean, I was also set 60 yards away, 50 yards away. It's a long ways. Oh, not quite, but maybe he'll come find it. If I get a bite, I gotta pull him through a lot of paths. Darn it. Oh my gosh, he's there, he's there, he's there. Eat it. Eat it. Oh, you stinker. He's still gonna be there. I feel like I'm gonna go, oh, eat it, eat it, eat it. Got him. Another, there we go, there's a nice one. There's a nice one. That was fun, he waked at it. Oh, and he's not a nice one. What is up with this? Bunch of 14 inchers that are looking huge. That was crazy though. Not at all where I just got that first bite up shallow. But I paid attention while I was retrieving, and I saw a wake coming towards it, so I slowed down my retrieve, popped it a few times, slurp. Got him. Let's try to get that far fish again. Ah, too short. This camera on my chest is about to die. That's gonna be mad unfortunate if I, oh my gosh, there we go. That was cool. That was cool. All right, that fish will go on the board. This fish will go on the board, eh? Right? He's long. It's a long, long fish. Look how we got the popping pad perch. Dude, we found a good zone here. We found a good Z-O-N-E. Zone. All right, let me get this frog out of here. Grab our Fishing Chaos board. Yeah, I'm not super proud of this fish. I'm gonna get rid of him, but he's one worth putting on there, eh? Get the board wet. Move my reels. They're in the way of my board location. Oh, and so is this thing that I put here. Darn it. That's not good. I guess I gotta go that way now. Oh, my phone. Gotta get my phone out. Uh-oh, no, don't do that. Oh my goodness, and to think I considered that this was a big one. He is 15 inches long. Unreal. All right, thank you, buddy. Long for your size, but Not the size I want. Let's switch camera batteries and continue fishing. I think they're loaded in here. I am a water snob, so do not give me a Dasani, please. For the love of everything holy. Dasani is nasty. I want stinking Mountain Spring water. What's the northern version? Deer Valley, I think it is. I want that spring water, and I want Ozarka. I don't want nothing else, okay? This Cody Carn says, nothing else will do. I just want you. I'm talking about spring water. I'm talking about spring water. Purified. Oh, that was one. Purified water. Yeah. Reverse osmosis. Ugh. Smart water. Get it out of here. Oh, smart water's not bad. But especially not Dasani. Do not give me Dasani. That's nasty. If I'm ever like speaking at an event, like you invite me to your high school fishing team, and you're like, hey man, I want a water? I'm like, sure. You hand me a Dasani, I may leave. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't leave. That'd be so rude. But inside, I'd be screaming. Why? No! Michael Scott, no! That's just nasty. Pretty sure it's carbonated. Like, you open up Dasani and it's like why? Why do my water just, like, fizz? There must be brim bedding in this area if there's this many bass around. I like it. I like it. Now, one thing you got to do when you're fishing a frog above pads is keep your rod tip higher, or at least if your rod tip is low, keep the rod higher, because it's so easy for your line to drift underneath pads, and then when you go to set the hook, you're swinging and having to like break a bunch of pads to do your hook set, and I promise you, you're gonna lose fish by having not as good of a hook set. And especially the more pads your line is under, the more pads you're gonna have to fight a fish through. That's just not good. Don't do that. Keep your line as clean as possible. I know it's not always possible, but as clean as you can. It's high above the pads. And oftentimes, I'm not even worried about walking the dog. You'll see, I'm just using my reel handle to pop it. And occasionally it does start to walk. But the goal is really just to present it slowly in the holes and in the openings. You don't need to walk the frog for that. Like, walking the frog gets your rod tip too low, oftentimes. And that will get line stuck under them pads. And it was fast and furious right here for a minute there. Uh-oh. All right, just realized I wasn't recording on my chesty, so I bet the audio came from that GoPro and it was probably not as good. So, oops, my bad. My bad, y'all. Did not have my chesty going. Oops. Oopsies. Oh yeah, oopsie yeah. Come on then, brother. What are we doing, brother? What are we doing, brother? Where'd the bass go? I'm slowly working my way longer and longer casts away from this area. It's probably actually smarter to not do that, to actually get my kayak further and then make the same distance casts. Even though you will get more bites farther away, I'm getting enough bites close. All right, yep, let's do that. Put this down. Paddle. Be the bass you want to see in the world. Be the change. I love how this kayak fishes though. It's so stable, really smooth in the water. Like a lot of y'all saw the uncut that I did with the frog in a river. And the big fish that I caught, show it here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, big one. Big one, big one. What a bite. What a bite, that's a big one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what a giant. What a giant. What a giant. Oh my gosh. You'll notice if we go slow motion on that clip, I mean, I'm like bending down to get that fish. And it almost looks like I'm about to take water onto the kayak. Heck, I might have. But I did not tip over, and that's because the RVR, even for a flat river kayak, it is really stable. Which in situations like this, you know, open water pads, you don't need all that much stability. But in a river, you for sure do. Especially angry river fish. So I'm glad I have this thing for any situation, but especially for those flowing water current locations. And that whole last little section will go in the vlog as well. Ooh, I've got a little guy messing with it. Tell me you have a bigger friend with you? Nope. Glad he didn't need it because I could tell he was teeny weeny. I'm basically casting at the bank now. It is shallow up by the bank, so not feeling like that's gonna be where the biggins are, where the baggins are, you know what I'm saying? Let's cast up here. I have still not fished the same zone I started. That's where I caught the bigger one. So I'll get there in a second. It's right over there by the truck. And then I've not drifted down the side that I caught the 7-pounder at the first time I filmed an uncut here. So do need to drift down that side before I pull the kayak up the bank and push it down the other side. My goodness, got a bluegill attacking this thing. It's tiny. Ooh, a fish waked at it from across the whole thing. Huh. Oh, that was cool. Oh, that was cool. Yes, sir. That was sick. Oh, I watched the wake the whole time. Oh, and I just realized we did not do the comment challenge, even though the one that I put on the board I wasn't super proud of. Neither am I proud of that one. Dude, this zone's got nothing but 14 and 15 inches. It is time for the comment challenge. So I'm gonna give away a Strike King Poppin' Pad Perch to one of you guys watching this video. I'm getting a phone call right now though, hold up. And I've been getting less spam calls lately. I almost feel like this is an important call. Let's go ahead and check. Who's this? Oh, it's just Alton Jones Jr. Not an important call probably. Although a call from your best friend is always important. Okay, so we're gonna go uncut, we're gonna go comment challenge. I feel like I've already asked like a topwater frog related question. So we're just gonna go standard life question. I'm gonna go, what is your favorite, I haven't done this in a while, favorite flavor of ice cream? And if you don't like ice cream, I'm gonna need a explanation as to why you're crazy. Are you a soft serve guy maybe? you like frozen yogurt? How about Bluebell? If you're a Texas resident, are you a Bluebell fanatic? Or if you're up north, Blue Bunny. Do you have your own little special ice cream shop? Let's say you live in New York, up in the mountains, and it's lake time. You're at the lake. You got a little ice cream shop in town. Home makes their own ice cream. Maybe it's oh, what's the gas station up there that has a Stewart's? Maybe it's your local Stewart's that I've been to up there has your favorite flavor. Want to hear about it? And if you don't like ice cream, I need an explanation. Is it too cold? Does it hurt your teeth? Are you on a diet? If so, good for you, man. I am not on a diet. Actually, I can't. I'm dieting from sweet tea. Y'all know there always used to be a fun drink that I'd have once I catch a keeper fish or a limit of fish in an uncut. I'd get a sweet tea. No more. It's having too many sweet teas and too many lemonades, so I'm off the sweet tea. But back to the ice cream. My favorite ice cream flavor is Haagen-Dazs vanilla chip. It's just a standard vanilla bean ice cream with chocolate chips, but they're like dark chocolate and they're semi-sweet chocolate. Man, it's really good. It only comes in, single little pints or half pints, whatever they are, quart. But it's delicious. And again, no wrong answers. It's not like I picked my favorite answer to win the uncut. It'll be randomly drawn, but I want to hear about it. Favorite ice cream, because that's what I like right now. That's what popped into my head. That was the comment challenge today because I want some ice cream. I'm so sweaty under this sun shirt here. You might be thinking, Tyler, you've not even taken off your hooded sun shirt yet. Yeah, that's because it is so sunny, hot. I feel like staying less burned. Let's go ahead and get through these pads. I will fish this corner for a second, but it's pretty clear to me by every fish I've caught in this corner. What's that, 3 of them? And lost one other one. It does not seem like the big scoos are in this zone. In this here 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 zone. Everybody loves it in this here zone. Corners are usually good in any pond. Normally, because corners have either shallower depth or deeper depth. I'm not sure if this corner has any of those two. Could stand up and find out. Yeah, I can't tell. Looks shallower. How about some open water frogging? Go ahead and just constantly pop. Every 20 pops, give it a pause. In this scenario, I will walk the frog, because there's less pads in between me and the frog to get stuck on. All right. All right. They're not way up here. A boy can hope. A boy can hope, a boy can dream. But I've got to start being a little more selective about where I cast. Because I've kind of figured out where they are, where they ain't. We finally upgraded the truck as well. Tell from the GoPro angle back there. Oh, is there water on the lens? No, we're okay. Got an F-250, baby. It's been a long time coming. I had my Chevy 1500 for years. I was on my third transmission. I had just broke down middle of the road, broke my transfer case. Wasn't even going from 2 to 4-wheel drive. I don't even know how. But yeah, I was sick of having truck problems, so sold that. Lowered our mortgage. We refinanced our house, so that saved some money there. But then I just bought a truck, so you know, in one ear out the other type deal. Come eat my frog in the grass, where the grass and the paths they meet. Need to write a country song where the grass and paths meet. 1 million streams incoming. Not a whole lot of money in Spotify streams though. I think total, by having my my parody songs on Spotify, which I think cost me like 20 bucks a year per song, so I've spent like $600 on it. I think I've made 100 on streaming, so that's not been worth it. We're back to the zone we started, except I was about 20 yards that way. I have not tried flipping this stuff yet, so let's go ahead and try that for a few casts here. They're for sure not just loaded in here though. Thought they would be. Stop this camera here, let it cool down. It's on the north side of this pond here, or whatever this side is, south side. We don't have a whole lot of wind to cool down la camera. Come on, fish. Gotta be around here. Gotta be a few of y'all, huh? Big ones are few and far between out here. Keeping it moving. Like, what are we doing? Hey, hey. It is hard to paddle in pads. Pads and paddles. All right, this is where we started. This is Fortnite. It's crazy because like I would think that as the sun gets higher, that the fish just get under the thickest stuff, which is exactly what I'm fishing. So it would make sense that they wouldn't come out to the openings as much to eat. But why am I not catching them in the thick stuff? Like where else would they go? Unless they're counterintuitive and somehow the sun gets out and they actually get shallower. Wouldn't think that. Would not think that. But they've been in groups, so if I don't get a bite, I need to keep going. Oh, there's a 2-pounder. Where'd you go? Lost you. There it is. Come find my craw, please. Huh. Interesting. Cruising around, not eating nothing. Ooh. Something just busted over there. It's a good sound. Busting bass. They bussin', as the kids say nowadays. Boy, that thing bussin'. Bussin' for real hard. Oh, come on. Dang it. Swung in there, felt him. He was swimming with it, so I just went ahead and got him, and he didn't eat it. It's a good sign. Got out to the center of a coontail mat, and he ate. Okay. So can I just flip around all this stuff here and get bit? Once again, though, I don't think it was big. There's one. Oh, I had a bite. Got him. There we go. I did the old feel set, and he's got himself all kinds of dug in the grass. Are you bigger? I think he's bigger. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Well, maybe not. Nope, never mind. He's not bigger at all. But I felt him. I gave him a little more patient than I have been. Didn't have it. I kept shaking it. There he was. And I just felt him and set the hook. And you, my friend, are not any bigger. You're so much fun, but you're not big. It's been the story of today. This place is infested with bass, but it's seems like they're all small. I know they're not all small though, because I've caught a 7-pounder in here before and it was so healthy. One of the healthiest bass I've caught in my entire life. We just gotta find the big ones. That is fun though. Never gonna find me complaining a second about that kind of bite. Ooh, ooh, there's some fish right there. I want to get the urchin, but I don't think I have time. I'm just gonna flip my, oh, they scattered. Are there there's bluegill beds here. Oh, there's a singular bluegill bed right here. And the bass are sticking around, I just saw them. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get my, quake. Let's see if the interest level from these bass is high enough to come eat this thing. I bet it is. Oh my gosh, it was. It was. Goodness. First cast with this thing today. That's crazy. Heck yeah. All right, and first hook set with the new hook I'm trying. Cool. Nice. That was cool. I saw some bass hanging around a bluegill bed. Flipped this thing in there and it ate it first attempt. Can I get the second bass that was in there? I don't think he's there anymore. That was cool. Oh my goodness. What in the world? That's two bass now on the urchin. Maybe this is what I need to be casting into the holes. And we do have a 100% hookup ratio on this bait so far. So that's good. Liking this hook so far. Just popping it up like a jerkbait in between clumps of grass. And they eat the tar out of this thing. It's crazy. Well, now we're drifting too fast. But hey, that was a really good first attempt at that hook. Cool. I like it, I like it, I like it. I didn't get many bites down this stretch the first time. I also wasn't punching though, so. Try to punch it real quick. Oh, that was one. Had a bite. Small one as I brought it up over some grass. Oh gosh, there was one. Okay, they're in the grass. How about that? How about that? One stole my craw again. Probably gonna go through a whole pack of craws today. A whole pack of them, huh? Fine by me. The scound bug is a little too small for the 3/0 flipping hook. It'll work, but there is a bigger magnum scound bug. It's probably what I should have instead. Huh, and I'm just realizing it just got about a foot shallower. So from where I was catching those fish on the Coik to now, there's a lot less room underneath the canopy. So I'm not saying I can't catch one here, but I think there's greater depth that way. I do want to punch this stuff though. Go ahead and get myself forward. I don't think I'm even going to the other pond. I think I figured out a way to catch some more fish here on the Coik. Pretty good. Pretty good. I hear fish. I hear fish doing their thing. Definitely could be a depth thing. For sure. I thought it was a mixture of grasses that could help keep fish in certain places, but I think a bunch of fish together are going to be in deeper water. So let me go ahead and paddle. Start that camera again. Hey, y'all, folks. Go ahead and paddle my way up to deeper water. I gotta make sure I've not cleaned this lens yet today. I don't think it's dirty. That's usually my thumbnail camera, so I can't afford for it to be dirty. Okay. Oh yeah, it's like 2 foot deeper out here. Wow, okay. I just want to set the hook and it goes from a giant. That's what I want to have happen. And we are drifting. We are drifting, drifting, drifting. Oh, and we're in shallow water again. Okay. So there's a hole out there in the middle, which is where the fish just were. It's hilarious. They were hanging around one bluegill bed. And I'm sure that bluegill is just like, guys, please, just eat me or go away. Why are you hanging around? Finish the job or leave. Ouch. Get to some new grass. Here we go. Now we're getting to some good stuff. The one thing I didn't bring today was my anchor. Definitely should have. Because I could have dropped anchor in some of this grass and not been blown around. I've pretty much stopped using a power pole micro anchor on my kayaks. Not strategically, it's just like I can't fit it on there with the Newport on the back. It takes up the same holes. So I'd have to get a custom bracket to have it on the side. And I just am not that into it. I just don't need it. Have not found myself craving a power pole. Okay. I think once you fish an area, you fish it out. Like, I don't think that I can return and catch more fish in a zone. Should probably be throwing a frog instead of a punch rig as I just fish around here. Maybe once I catch one on the frog, I can slow down and punch around. Hey, hey, punch around. Punch up and get down. Hey, punch, punch, punch. The frog and the punch rig, my 1-2 matted grass, my 1-2 punch for matted grass. That was what I was trying to say. One, two, buckle my shoe. Definitely more fish noises coming from this side of the pond as compared to any of the other sides I've fished, which I like. Oh my gosh. Oh my gracious. Goodness. That fish ate it fast. That fish ate it mucho rapido. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that fish is still there. I'm gonna get closer so I can increase my percentage of catching that guy. He was aggressive. Oh my gosh. There he is. There he is. Can we get him a third time? Come on, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. What are we doing? What are we doing? No. Please. I'm just a lonely little froggy. Darn it. once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Yeah, you can't never get fooled again. Fool me 3 times. Load the chopper, let it rain on you. There was one. Okay, there's fish all around here. I'm gonna go quakey. If there's fish in these little openings, they're wanting to act a fool, they can act a fool for this. Oh, there was one. He was tiny. He was tiny. No wonder he was acting a fool. It's 10 inches long. That should be one. Dude, they are eating something over there. I'm shocked I did not catch one in this pass. How about here? Wow. Okay. Huh. Guess they don't want it over the flat. Oh well. I really think that lure is going to fit into my arsenal in just like a, you know, try it out like any other lure way. I'm not going to commit to that thing all day unless the bite is just so good. But it's just going to be just like any other ordinary lure in my tackle box. No. These fish are exploding and not even getting it at all. Now, I think they're small. I don't think those are big fish. Oh, yes, it's so small. So small. I stung that fish and he got off. Teeny weeny. What are we doing? What are we doing, huh? Huh? What are we doing? Frog's the best way to get a bite right now, though, I'll tell you. Don't seem to be the biggest, but it is the best way to get a bite. So if you're having a day like I am, catching every third fish that bites on a frog, that's just kind of normal. It's rare that they just engulf it and you catch every one of them. Now it is more common when they're over 2 pounds, you know. These fish are all rinky dinks. And so if you're losing a bunch of fish on a frog, it's because they're probably small. You can always try to wait longer before setting the hook, another millisecond or 2. But oftentimes they're just not getting it. Oftentimes they're just small fries. This is about the zone right here that I caught the 7 in that one time. I was standing over there on the bank and I cast right over here. The grass has changed pretty dramatically in this lake. There's one. Oh, I don't think I have it. Nope, I don't think I have it. Nope, I don't. Oh. Again, don't think he was that big. He was far away and he took me in a weird direction. Gosh. Fishing pads are tough. Maybe he'll bite again. Oh, there's one. Trying to make a connection between the size fish and where I catch them. Are there bigger ones in the pads, or bigger ones in the open, or bigger ones around the milfoil? I can't decide. So random. So incredibly random. Let's go ahead and cast that way, why don't we? Ooh, got a nice punching area right here coming up behind me. And I hope you can look at my chesty and understand why I would have picked up the punch rig for right here. Oh, that was one. That was one. He had it and was going the other way with it. Didn't want it this time. Oh, I got one. Oh, I had one the whole time. I was like, what's going on with my bait right now? It's because I had a fish. I'll show you guys that one up close. I haven't shown you one in 4K in a while. Got one. Small boy. We got a small boy. We want a tall boy. That's what we want. Oh, I want some ice cream right now. I'm lifting and I'm like, huh, feels like I've got grass. Oh, it's swimming. It's a bass. Oh, it's just so much better when that happens and it's 6 pounds. I've seen guys catch 10-pounders punching, and I've never done that. My biggest punch fish is probably like 7. I'm envious. Not like real envy, but fake envy. I'd like one of those. I'd like one of those. Please. I asked nicely. I asked nicely. Gosh, another one. Another bite. He was not big, he was small. And I gotta rig faster, drop it. I highly doubt that he bites again. So close to him. All right, he's not gonna bite again. And now we are past all the good flipping stuff. I guess I'll go one more there. Time to throw the frog again. Time to chunk-a-lunk the ribbit. Chunk-a-lunk the ribbit. Sit back and lounge, baby. Show the dogs, show the folks at home. Show the dogs to the folks. The coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. All right. I don't care how many times Kanye gets canceled. I'm a fan. How could you be so heartless? Whoa, yeah, yeah. How could you be so heartless? And I'll tell you something, though, I would not have caught this many fish today if I was just constricted to the bank. Like, I guess the zone that I'm catching them is kind of where I could reach, but some of these fish, definitely not. And that would have been way hotter on the bank, too. Pop goes the bluegill. That should be one right there. Come on, get around that pad, please. Ah. I know it's the year of the swim jig, but I don't think a swim jig would be the ticket today. Oh my goodness. There's bass literally beneath my kayak right now. Will they bite the quake? Will they bite the quake? He did. Oh my gosh, he did. He was too small. Okay, I'm now 66% on my hookup ratio with this thing, but that was a very small fish. Like, I wouldn't want to catch that guy anyways, you know? All right. There's fish just cruising around all this stuff, man. Oh, I gotta get my frog in. I gotta get my frog in. I'm drifting over pads right now, doing exactly what I told you guys you shouldn't do. Yep. Yeah. Get through there. How could you be so Dr. Evo? Bringing up a side of me that I don't know. Right there, how about it? I just saw a little ripple right here. Oh, little guy. I knew I saw a fish, but he was small. And another ripple right there. So why you up at 3 a.m. on the phone? I can't believe the biggest fish I've caught today was the very first one. Shocks me. That is absolutely shocking. That is shock collar right there, I'll tell you. Oh, we got some good depth here. Ooh, I like this. Go ahead and punch just this little section here. It just formed a nice canopy right here. A canopy is what we must need for shelter tonight, to survive the brutal desert evening. I'll figure out what I'm going to eat in the morning. My name's Bear Grylls, and welcome to Uncut Bass Fishing. How sick would that be if we got him on here? That'd be legit. Anybody knows Bear Grylls personally? I would love that connection. We've got some cool connections I'm working through right now here on the Uncut channel. So keep your eyes peeled. It might be random pond episode and then all of a sudden, whammy, crazy special, mega famous guest. Never know what you're gonna get on this channel, huh? But I'm working on some. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Pretty sure that was somebody trying to refinance my car. I'll call them back later. A very open water looking spot right here. I'm gonna get the urchin. Fish it right here. If I don't catch one on that in the hole, there ain't one there. Can be pretty confident of that. Don't gotta throw the frog in there even. And this hook is surprisingly weedless. Like I'm not gonna fish it through pads, but I can like reel it over pads and not get it snagged. That is something a treble hook cannot say. Clip that, chat. Okay. I'm starting to lose confidence, y'all. starting to think that this lake is good. I mean, like, I'm having a blast out here. It's gorgeous. But they're not as easy to get to bite as I had thought. They got endless grass, lots of bluegill. They don't need me. They don't need my frog. And I don't think it's the color of the frog that's the problem. I think I'm just getting a lot of small fish. You never find nobody better than me. Surprised that I haven't seen like any 5-pounders cruising. Out of all the time that I've stood up to look around, haven't scared a giant. Kind of surprising. I figured that 7 I caught a few years ago was not the only big one in here. I still believe that. All right, I gotta catch 2 more. So we can close this thing out, huh? That was cool. That was cool. That one came and completely out of the water for it. Get in here. Again though, they need to cull a bunch of these out. Like, I'm grateful for him. Look how he ate that pad perch, roof of the mouth. He wasn't coming off. Oh yeah. I'm grateful for him, but why are they not bigger? Come on, man. Come on, man. Very classic though, just like it happened on the other corner. I make a cast to the bank and I catch a 1-pounder. Very predictable. Could have called it. Now, swim jig would work up in this upper or shallow zone here, that's for sure. Oh, I can't wait to get up to Minnesota and catch dang bigger ones. Dragonfly hit me in the head. Come on, teeny weeny guy, get out of here. That's a tiny bass trying to get a nibble. I'm gonna catch those stinking 4 and 5, 6-pounders on a frog. Those are fun, and y'all will see plenty of uncut from there. Let me tell you. You'll see some smallmouth uncuts. Oof. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Even if it takes all night. Drinking watermelon. Moon. Shine. We've been all over the place with song selection today. Usually it's one song throughout the whole uncut. For years it was turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit higher than that song was my uncut song stuck in my head. It would appear in every uncut. Not so much anymore. I just kind of sing whatever's in my head. Oftentimes songs I haven't sung in years will make their way in. I gotta get one more fish catch for my sound bite. I gotta say, this lake is infested with bass. Gotta say that out loud. I don't think I've said it in the context of fighting a fish. Gotta do that. Gotta do that. By watching the full Uncut, y'all really get to see how the sausage is made. All the things I have to do and be conscious of. To make the whole package work, you know? Oh, eat it. I saw a wake. What are you doing? What are we doing? I saw a wake right here. There was a fish here. There was a fish here. Gosh darn it. I saw him. Gosh, there he was. I knew it. Here's my chance, Tyler. Say the word, Tyler. Do it. Dang it. He's being a goof. Fish is being a whole goof. He knows now it ain't real. Uh-oh. There we go. It's wrapped. Come on. Like, this is the way to catch a fish. Being up here. I know it's not going to be big, but it's the way. I'm going against the wind now, which is not ideal, but it'll have to do. Oh no! Darn it, that camera died. Not what you want. Oh gosh, infested with bass. Good grief, this is fun. And then the good grief, this is fun should go underneath the drone shot because I just lost. They don't got to know I lost that fish. There's how the intro is made, folks. Sick. I knew that would be how to catch fish. Wouldn't be big, but it would be a bite. I'm gonna move on to the corner here. Ah. We got some open water here, which is interesting. When I caught that big fish, you'll notice I had to drag it over a bunch of grass on the way in. So like this whole zone here did not used to be empty. So I'm confused as to why. I don't think this property owner sprays nothing. They could use a few grass carp in here, I think. As much as I hate to say that, because I don't like grass carp. This place does have a lot of grass. And they would get big, I'll tell you that. They'd be big grass carp. Fatsos. One more fish and we'll end it. How about that? Like it to be a 3 pound plus. I think the other pond just down from here had bigger fish in it, but it was less fishable. It was just way more pads. The whole thing was pads. I'd have no drifting. It'd just be paddle stop, paddle stop. Oh, we got bluegills? Yeah, bluegill beds up here. All right. Moo. Surprised we haven't seen the cows make an appearance in this video. Guess they're all hanging by the other pond. There's a cow. There's a cow farm. Of course there's cows at a cow farm. We are drifting, so I might as well just pop my frog as I drift. The bite has slowed down. Maybe I should have gotten out here at sunrise. Maybe I should have. I was just kind of banking on the punch bite being unreal, you know? Banking on that being the ticket. And very clearly that was not the ticket. It worked. I caught some fish doing it, but I don't know if I've broken 2 pounds on a fish the whole video since the beginning. That's nuts. That's nutso. Let's go ahead and finish out punching. I don't know if they're gonna be on the frog. The frog bite might be donezo. Come on. Oh my goodness. My line got stuck on this deal. There we go. Okay. And I've got a sticker burr on my foot, and I'm on a roll right now. Got it. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the frog away. Let's get the punch rig out. Commit to that for the last few minutes here. Feels like a fishy spot to punch. Maybe I gotta go back to that grass mat out there. But hey, you know what? Y'all who have stuck around, really appreciate you guys. Like this is what Uncut's all about. Sometimes crushing them. It's cast after cast and I can call my shots. And then other times it's like this, man, where it's kind of a grind. Not as easy as you'd hope. That's the cool thing about fishing though, man. You put the puzzle together, you never know when that cast could be a true giant. You really never know. I'm confused why. Oh, there's a bass. I think. What is that? It looks like a fish. Couldn't tell. Is that a bass? No, it's a dead pad. I just flipped at a dead pad and shook it around. Thought that I had found a fish. Looks real. Looks real as the deal. Ooh. There's one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's cool. That's cool. What a way to end it right there. Let's start this camera. Biggest fish I've caught in a dang while. Not by much, by just a few inches. But I thought, you know what? It's gotta be time that these fish slide out a little bit and the old punch rig scound bug can get them. Just look at that. Look at how that hook got him. Corner of the mouth, way back there. It was not getting off. Beautiful fish. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode of Uncut Bass Fishing. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned something about how to fish around grass, or if you don't fish around grass much, I just gave you a good video to watch as you're going to bed, as you're brushing your teeth, doing dishes, driving to work, whatever. Hopefully you enjoyed today's fishing podcast. Now, if you like this channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, shop for your tackle using the links below, and the best thing you can do to help this channel grow is by staying on it. So I will leave 2 uncuts clickable in the corners. They are both kayak-based videos if you're a kayak fisherman, and I've got tons of bank stuff and jet boat and bass boat. So stay on the channel, watch something else. I've got tons of awesome videos. My name's Tyler. As always, it's a dang pleasure, and we'll see y'all next time right here on Uncut Bass Fishing.